What's up guys, Matt Prince from Royal Fitness. Now today I wanted to talk about the squat. There is a few people in the gym lately that have been asking me about how to squat deeper, like how to get better quality squats. You know, they've been hitting heavy weights, but they're finding like some of their depth struggling, or they're sort of getting stronger and getting fearful of those bottom points. So they've been asking how to build out of the hole. Now there's a few things I want to touch on before we get into that. Sometimes body type can be the issue or a limiting factor in the way that you squat. Now, if you look at, say, my body type, I've got a longer torso. I've got sort of not short femurs, but I've got shorter femurs and a long sort of tibia. So when I'm coming down, I can squat. My chest is upright, my knees can stay out, I can stay very vertical, and I can get good depth. I've got good ankle mobility, good hip mobility. So it makes it sort of comfortable for me to squat nice and low. So if I'm not squatting low with heavy weight, it's either because I've got this deep low bar and I'm sort of hinging a bit much, or I'm just being sort of scared of the weight, right? Which is another factor that could be an issue, right? There is people out there with sort of shorter torsos, longer femurs, and shorter tibias, which will end up in a position that's sort of like a good morning. I'll end up sort of squatting like that, right? And it makes it really hard to get that good depth in a squat. And it's one of those things, like you can adjust it, you can get something like a wedge, and that will kind of make your tibias longer in a way, like the way it sort of sits behind your heel. So it'll allow you to get down easier. It'll help ankle mobility if that's the issue, but it sort of just keeps everything a little bit more in proportion for a better squat. Okay, so there's some simple things straight off. Now, there's also bar position. Now, in Royal, we've taught a few different ways to squat. We've taught high bar squats. We've obviously got our safety bars and our cambered bars and all these different barbells that we use, all our specialty bars. But the main two that we use for a barbell is the high bar squat and the low bar squat. Now, as you can see, when we're doing the high bar squat, it sits higher on your traps, which means that your chest has to stay more upright, otherwise it folds forward on your neck. So that's a really good way to force a more downward type approach, rather than how we're doing our low bar squat, which you can see here, where we're sort of hinging a little bit more, we're sitting back more. Sometimes it can be harder to get the right depth on a low bar squat. But what we do, and this is something to consider, is we've taught girls how to do low bar squats if they don't have much padding or muscle or anything on their upper back. We don't want them resting a heavy barbell on their spine. So when we're going high bar, that's something that we're considering of. Now, if they are low bar squatters and they want to get deeper, it's a matter of now training in different movements, things like safety bar squats, which you can see, you know, things like front squats, kettlebell front squats. That's what's going to help build all the muscles in the upper back and the core to keep a more vertical torso in that low bar squat. So it's going to be a matter of finding the right squat for you, talking to your coaches, seeing what's right and what sort of works and stuff like that. But if you are a low bar squatter and you want to squat deeper, I would recommend switching to high bar squats or safety bar squats or even front squats for a block of training or for a piece of training, so that you can start just getting used to having that upright torso and get more comfortable doing that rather than leaning forward and hinging. It will make the world of difference. Now, if you have any questions about it, feel free to hit me up. We are in the programs, we are adjusting some things. So you'll see things like safety bars coming in, high bar squats coming in, pause squats coming in. So you'll feel all those things as we come off this 1 rep max testing that we've done and move into sort of the next block of training to hit new PBs. That's what it's about. It's about building up the weak points, finding the areas that we all need to work on, and sort of going from there. So if you have questions though, feel free to reach out, let us know, and happy to help. If you are interested in training with us at Royal, reach out. We're here to help. If you want to do a trial or, you know, whatever, just reach out and we'll work something out and go from there. Talk to you soon. Bye.